Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, my Jared. Happy birthday to you. Well, good morning. It's about 6 o'clock, July 31st, 2018. And it's a special day because, 38 years ago, one of the very best days of my life happened. And I wanted to tell you about it, just like I've told you about it every year since then. Now, I'm not going to get into the events of the night before you were born because I think you probably remember all that. But the morning of July 31st, 1980, I got up real early, as I usually did, and I was reading a book laying on the bed in the front, what we call the guest bedroom, in the house out in Pine Snag, the one that Max and Diane live in now. And at about 7 o'clock, I felt this distinct ping in the center of my belly. And I thought, oh my goodness. So I got up and went to the bathroom, and I knew then that I was going into labor. So I rushed into the bedroom and tried to wake your father, and he was in a deep, deep, deep sleep. He wasn't feeling too good from the night before, and told him we needed to get up and around and go to the hospital. And he asked if he had time to take a shower, and I said yes, but hurry. And while he was doing that, I went in and called the hospital and asked them if they would call your doctor's or my doctor's office. His name was William Asherbranner. In any case, before too long, we gathered up Scott and Andy. They had spent the summer with us, and so had your Uncle Elmerdale and Aunt Maxine. And we jumped in we had a white Chevy. I can't remember it was an old car, but it had almost had a flat tire on it. And in any case, your dad was one of the best drivers I ever knew. He could have been a race car driver, I think. But in any case, he got us to the hospital lickety-split by about 8 o'clock. So he dropped me off in the emergency room, and he and Andy and Scott went up to the front of the hospital to get me checked in. So I went in, told the staff there in the emergency room, I think I'm going into labor, and so they took me into one of those little rooms where they check you out. And no sooner than I got up on that table, the nurse said, "Oh my God, you're having this baby." And I said, "Well, yeah, that's why I'm here." And she said, "No, I mean you are having this baby." So they got me in the delivery room real quick, and at 8:15, you were born, while your dad was still up in the office getting me admitted to the hospital, which I thought was really cool. But in any case, one of the most wonderful things about the whole day was I asked the doctor if I could take you home that day. And he said, "Well, I guess so. You're pretty experienced at all this." And so I can't remember if it was a couple of hours or what have you, but by noon, you and I were sitting, laying in the bed in the bedroom. And everybody was coming over looking at you and just amazed that we were, you were in my tummy the day before, and here we are the next morning, and you're at home and laying in the bed with me. The most remarkable thing about bringing you home that day was how you changed. I didn't realize that babies changed over the hours. I guess I thought when they're born, they just come out plump and perfect like they are when you take them home. But that's not so. After I got you home, it seems every few minutes I kept a wet rag, washcloth by the bedside, and as you puffed up and filled out and what have you, I just kept having to clean off the stuff that was in the creases and the little, the little bends in your body, elbows and your nose, the bridge of your nose, and what have you. And of course, you were just an absolutely beautiful, perfect baby. And it was just one of the most wonderful and most remarkable days of my life. I love you so much. I hope you have an inkling of how much. And if you don't today, then maybe one day you will. I love you, Jared. 38 years, my goodness. I wish you all the best because you deserve nothing but the best.